And here we go, ready for Moses Ituma versus Jermaine Franklin on the Magnificent 7 card. Let's do a quick rundown of the tale of the tapes. Moses Ituma, 21 years old, 6'6", with a 78, almost a 79-inch reach. Jermaine Franklin, 32 years old, 6'2", very small compared to Ituma, and a 77.2-inch reach. This is going to be a banger, headlining the Magnificent 7. Moses Ituma fighting out of a southpaw stance and taking command in the centre of that ring, although Franklin is beginning to push him back. Now this fight marks a notable step up in opponents for Moses Ituma. I would say, I think this is the most likely guy that we've had Ituma in there with that could take him the distance. Although I always put great credence on the Dempsey McKean fight. He, I thought, was a tough opponent. Only had lost to Philip Hergovich before that. So that was a good win as well. But we know what Franklin's about, although he's being pushed back now. But he's managed to take Anthony Joshua the distance and Dylan White. So it will be interesting to see if this fight goes into the later rounds. What will happen with Ituma, because we've never seen him there. But this fight is going to be fun, and it's starting fun. And it's a great card. It's the Magnificent 7. These cards never disappoint. Never ever disappoint. That was a good opening round, I feel, for Ituma. Franklin did have his moments. Nothing big in that round, so I'm going to go under pressure. I'm going to go with Ituma. Yeah, the judges agree. 2-point lead heading into the second for Moses Ituma. But like we were saying, the only two losses that Jermaine Franklin has had have been at the very top level. He fought Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was on the comeback then, but still a very high level opponent. And Dylan White. He's managed to come back since then with 3 wins, beating Devin Vargas and Ivan Verachenko, which is a decent win. You see, I think he was unbeaten before that. I think he was unbeaten, and a lot of hype around that guy. And Jermaine Franklin managed to spoil the party, which sets this one up even better. He's played spoiler to one young upstart, and now we'll be looking to do that again. Very techy round this, and these are exactly the sort of rounds that I think Jermaine Franklin will want in the fight. Rounds that could go either way, and possibly he still managing to take Ituma into the later rounds, and then I think he'll do his best work then. Let's see what the judges call on that one. Yeah, there's a 10-7, 10-8 Franklin and a 10-7 to Ituma. So this fight is right back in the mix, 54-54. So already we are starting to see Moses Ituma in situations that he has not been in before. And really, I think he would have wanted to take these early rounds. What a card overall this is. On the undercard, we also have Ezra Taylor versus Willie Hutchins. Now this is a fight that excites me big time. I saw Willie Hutchins fight Joshua Buatsi on the Dylan White Anthony Joshua undercard. I went to that. It was a fun fight. I thought a split decision win for Buatsi was very generous to Willie Hutchins, but he definitely showed heart in that. He stayed in there. I thought Buatsi had it by a few rounds, to be honest, but it was a split decision, so that shows you the sort of level that Willie Hutchins is at, and what a fight it will be against Ezra Taylor, a man who has impressed me a great deal. Let's see. So we've got 10-9, 10-8 to Franklin. Franklin taking the lead. This is definitely a position that we've never seen Moses Ituma in. But yes, I also saw Steve Woodall against Ezra Taylor. That was on the Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley on the card. Went to that one, and I believe Steve Woodall was a late replacement. He looked very good in that one. He looked very good in that one, and I was very impressed. So seeing these two guys getting in the co-main event on this Magnificent 7 will be a real treat, and I think could be fight of the night, unless we get a similar fight to this, because this one is heating up to be a nice one, with Franklin starting to apply the pressure and turning the screw a little bit on Moses Ituma. And oh, good little shot there from Jermaine Franklin. This is definitely the strongest round he has put in tonight, and this could be 3 10-7s across the board, and he will extend that lead. And he's put him down right at the end. There is no question now. A huge upset could be on the cards. Moses Ituma with work to do, but he's saved by the bell at the end of that round. Wow. Only 2 of the judges scoring it 10-7 to Jermaine Franklin. That does shock me. I thought that could have been 3 across the board anyway. But even with the knockdown, it was an even round and 2 10-7s. We have a 9-point fight. Sounds like a lot. Really not. We also have Thompson taking on Brad Pauls. Brad Pauls really been impressive as of late. Been a real stalwart on the recent Queensbury cards, and a real highlight of any one of them Queensbury cards. Taking on Shaquille Thompson. Oh, Moses Ituma landing big, evening up that knockdown, and there is time left to get to work. Moses Ituma pushing forward, hits him again and puts him down again. And there is time for him to get the win in this round. Will he do it as he pushes forward, applying the pressure? Can he land? It looks like Jermaine Franklin will be safe. So just as Jermaine Franklin begins to turn it around, the bell rings. 3 10-7s to Moses Ituma. No surprise there, but he is exhausted. I clocked that there, and he is exhausted. It is 135 heading into the 6th. This is the way we like it. Nice and close. But yeah, Brad Pauls also on the card. Previously beating Nathan Heaney. I think they drew the first one, didn't they? Oh, and Franklin puts down Ituma. This is a wild fight. It's going to be a wild night. It's the Magnificent 7. We love what we're seeing here. And then back to regular commentary, I guess. Pauls would then go and fight Denzel Bentley. Denzel Bentley managing to pick up the win there. And now another great domestic dust up for Brad Pauls, the man really at the centre of him. He takes on Shaquille Thompson. So this is a real fun one and a real strong addition to the Magnificent 7. So I think that's a Franklin round there. This is heating up nicely. What a great fight we have had so far. We'll see what the judges say about that one. Two 10-8s to Franklin and a 10-8 to Ituma. So it's a 2-point fight in the favour of Franklin, heading into the rounds where you'd really think Franklin could do his best work if he could make it. Oh, and he's done it again. He is definitely doing his best work. Man, what a fight. This is a cracker. An absolute barn burner it is. If these guys stop knocking each other down, I'll get to the rundown of the goddamn card in a minute. Also on the card, Nathan Heaney, the man who, for God's sake, he's put him down again. Kind of. He kind of went down, got up, went down. It's an 8 count. Ituma pushing forward. He could wipe him out here. Franklin stopped for a second. I thought he could be hurt. And I think he is. But he's standing his ground and he's throwing back. And he catches Ituma. What a fight. What if I tell you, if we get this, we are being spoiled. We're being absolutely spoiled if this is the fight we get. And Ituma is down again. That could up quickly. He was up on 3 or 4 there. And the bell goes. 10-9 Franklin. Ow. It's a 3-point fight. I know that much. But yes, Nathan Heaney is also on the card. The man who previously lost his title to Brad Pauls. He fights Warburton. Heaney always brings that great following with him. He's selling 2,000 tickets out of his hand. The Stoke man, I believe. The big hope for Stoke. Oh, and a great shot from Moses Ituma. Plenty of time left in this round. Plenty of time. He's right on top of Franklin. He wobbles him. Could be seeing the beginning of the end. Right here. No! Oh, and Franklin puts down Ituma. It's back and forth. You can't call it. Both men gone down in this round. Both men could be but a punch or 2 away from losing this fight. Crazy fight. I think both men are going to survive the round here. But it can't go on like this. How much can they take, honestly? End of the round. I'm exhausted. This has been the most wild fight I think I've ever done on the sim. What the hell did it? 2 10-7 to Ituma and a 10-7 to Franklin. Evening it up. Going into the night. Wow, these guys have kept pace with each other all night long. And it could be a case of next knockdown wins. It really could. Moses Ituma pushing forward, putting the pressure on. It's an exciting fight back. Oh, a wobble. It's a wobble. I thought we had another knockdown. It was a bit of a slower start in this, but once it got there, my God. Moses Ituma looking really threatening at this point. Oh, and he gans it. He landed a big jab there. That could be it. That is it. That is it. Here is your winner. This is your C64 prediction. Moses Ituma, 9th round, knockout. Absolute peach of a fight. Wow, and as you can see on 2 of the judges' scorecards, Franklin was actually winning. They were tied overall on points, and I think that would go down as a draw. I wouldn't know. I've never had a draw in this game. I look forward to that. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.